Tree trader, charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. One candle, no FOMO, no chase. Let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk defined, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators clutter in my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah, that's the plan. Side bar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund a dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah, we build on rules. Price action.
Yo, what is up? What is up? Let's go. Lay in the house, Indian Burn. What's going on? Miss K, what is up? What is up? $500, let's go. Well, today was okay. Kind of a mixed feelings. I lost my daily payout account. That kind of sucked, but I got a massive Apex payout, so let's go. I actually lost that account last night, slinging around some gold contracts, but it's all good. Coop in the house. Trader Mo's. It's Mo, bro. What's up? Kelly Kaufman in the house. Might be dead tonight with NFP tomorrow. Yeah, might be. Might be just hanging, but we'll try to sling some contracts. We'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, so today, it's funny, I tried an ES trade today and it did not work. And I back tested it and it's hitting around 85%. And the first time maybe 87% actually. And the first day I tried it, it didn't work, which kind of sucked. I finished red on my, red. Yeah, Take Profit Trader, I blew that account on the daily payout account that I was getting the payouts on, unfortunately. And but I had a small green day on the Apex accounts. So small green day there. You can see the Apex accounts right now, all looking really good. So I had $1,800 taken out of all of them, pretty much, except this one. This one had 2,000 taken out of it, and all looking really good, really nice still. So just a small green day. I think maybe 100 and let's take a look. I think $100, 100 something bucks. But I was red, dug myself out of a hole. Yeah, $119 across all the Apex accounts. But yeah, I was in the hole. $500. And dug myself out, and then once I got green, I stopped. So yeah, it was one of those days. Not a very good trading day for me yesterday or last night. But yeah, it kind of had that post payout degenerate syndrome, I guess. The PPDS. How did you guys do? Guys, smash that like button if you guys are just tuning in. What's up, Dean? Sonic Rules in the house. Willy. Good to see you. What's up, Rage GT? Sabak? What's up? Tony Gold in the house. Good to see you guys. Welcome. People are rolling in. So make sure I'm on the right account here. Dean Bishop, you won $500 that you won account you won. Awesome. Let's go. Yeah. Hope you get it to pay. I hope you pass it and then get it to pay out. Canary Trader, what's going on? Real Robot. What's up? Yeah, so today, so we got some big news. Let's talk about the news that we got coming up. So we got big news coming up this week. Let's pull up the old Forex Factory. So, what? Come on. So non-farm payroll tomorrow morning, right? So that's a big one. So, yeah, be ready for that. Unemployment claims for Thursday in the morning, and then CPI on Friday morning. So a lot of news events coming up. I don't know really what to expect tonight as far as movement goes. I will sign into Tradeify or Lucid in case I see any gold trades. Because with Apex, you can't trade with gold right now, which really sucks. But you know, we just adapt. We pivot, right? We just get another account and we trade it. Okay, I got the Tradeifys pulled up on the other screen just in case we see something. Hit daily loss limit on them last night, so yeah, like I said, it was kind of a rough last night as far as trading goes. I felt like I was all over the place. I ended up looking back at I also got a copyright for playing that lucid trading Wolf of Wall Street clip. So I ended up just taking it down, the whole thing, which is kind of crazy. But I got thinking, I was like, after I played it, I was like, oh damn, I forgot about that, but it's all good. Yeah, so anyways, just looking at the gold last night. Let's go to GCJ. Let's see. Going back here. Okay, yeah, looking at last night's price action on gold, where I got chopped up real bad, and looking in hindsight, it's like I was not being patient with my inside bars or anything, and I could have got some nice wins out of them, but I just was not patient enough. Outside bars, inside bars, same with silver, wasn't patient. So tonight we're going to try to be a little more patient, just kind of wait for a setup, especially with NQ. I really missed a trade last night that I was kicking myself. Where is it? Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyways, but yeah, so I'm gonna try to be a little more patient tonight. Oh, it's right here. So this is one of the trades that I take all the time, and like I just was off last night big time. So we had a big push up with the 5-minute ORB, and I love taking this short, right? So this 5-minute Harami came in after we swept the high. I love taking the short or the long, depending on, and trying to take out the opposite side of the 5-minute candle, the opening 5-minute candle. I love taking that trade, and that was another one I missed last night too. So gonna be watching for that. And yeah, just kind of all over the place lately, or not lately, but today with my trading. Last night, today. So I need to kind of size down a bit and just be a little more patient and see what happens. Nice, kind of down trending afternoon. So just kind of just faded all afternoon. Got a little relief bounce towards the close for MOC, but pretty much just a downtrend. I feel like we're kind of waiting on the non-farm payroll and the big news are coming out later this tomorrow or tomorrow morning, and then Thursday and Friday we got the news too. So it's kind of what it's kind of where I'm at. As far as gold goes, consolidated all afternoon. Very poor price action this afternoon. Just kind of consolidated. If you're looking at the hourly, we're just stuck in a big range. So just kind of a big range on the hourly chart on gold, and that's where we're at. So yeah, a lot of consolidations. NQ, I was actually surprised that we kind of faded all afternoon and we didn't just kind of come back into the middle of this range, which we might tonight. Like we might pop back up into this range, but I don't really know because I left my crystal ball at home. But so let me get caught up in the chat. We got about 5 minutes before the market opens. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. The box in the house. CME announces single stock futures. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't know anything about that. That's interesting. You think it's a matter of time for Lucid blacklist metals? I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, they're kind of like bragging about it right now. Like Lucid and Tradeify is kind of like, hey, we're not going anywhere. Like, you know, we're gonna keep the metals around. But yeah, I'm sure they'll be back very soon. Yeah, I think so. They just gotta wait for the volatility to come down, I imagine. Maritime Trades, Diego in the house. Big fair value gap on the 1 hour NQ. Take a look at that. I saw your payout, bro. Congrats, Kelly Kaufman. Yeah, so big payout, guys. So thank you so much for the support and the love. But yeah, big payout approved today from Apex. You can see it right here. So beautiful. So basically right here from the last time I got a payout was January 28th of 2025 with Apex. I pretty much didn't trade with them all last year, not much anyway. And but yeah, the start of this year, we are crushing it. So a bunch of payouts, we'll take it. I'm feeling very grateful and humble and blessed. Like I just paid down some medical bills that I had, and yeah, so very happy. And scheduled a medical appointment that I was supposed to do 6 months ago, but I didn't because, you know, it's kind of an expensive thing. So I just got that scheduled today. So I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Not to bring too much. I'm fine. It's just something I need done. Raspberry Trades, digital nukes, cryptos. Yeah, everything's kind of rangy. Sherry in the house, Jip Smith, Keegan in the house. Raspberry Trades. I got beat up on gold in my TPT personal, but got my Apex payout today, so all good. Sounds like exactly like me, Raspberry Trades. It's exactly like me. I got beat up on my Take Profit Trader Pro account, but I got the Apex payout, so it's all good. It kind of sucked. I lost the TPTs, so I got 4 evals going with TPT again, 50Ks. Real Robot. Got in low, went to bed, and woke up in profit. I love that trade. Trader 007. Don't forget Valentine's Day. Thank you later, Miss K. Yeah. Trader 007. Rufio. Thank you so much. We got Master Joel. Think we're gonna get a gap down. Possible. That's possible. JLB. Reeby. Raspberry. Chad. Do you have a job? No, this is my job. Full-time trader, YouTube. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing for about, well, probably going on 2 years now, but not YouTube. Red Candles, Wild Boar. Ah, yeah, Sleepy Mocha. Yeah, it's all good. All right, guys, market's open, guys. Good luck. Holu, what's going on? Jack Boom. Penis and Dick. Yeah. So you can go to the BDH. No, not quite. No plastic surgery for me. I need a little pullback. I need a little maintenance. I need a little Botox, but I need Ozempic first, man. I'll eat right through that Ozempic, though. I'll eat right through it. Tony Lanez, what's going on? iTrades. Wood Chip. Red Candles. Have I ever traded the 25K TPT? Yeah, I got a massive payout with TPT 25K once. Yeah, I took one to 10K. I used to like them a lot, Red Candles. I used to like the 25Ks. But I'm finding lately with my trading, I can't. I don't know why. Definitely got, like, not financial advice, but definitely want to switch to micros, trading the 25Ks. But yeah, as far as getting them over the profit target, it's pretty appealing, right? Because you only got to make $1,500. And yeah, I mean, do I have an experience with work market? Yeah, that's how I get all my payouts, Mr. Tactical. That's how I get my affiliate and my trading payouts is with work market, Mr. Tactical. But I set it up way back, like maybe 7-8 months ago when I first started trading with Lucid, and so I don't really remember too much. Prop firm Valentine's Day sales? Nothing crazy yet, but I'm sure there will be. I mean, My Funded Futures has got some good sales going on too with all their accounts. So if you, some of them are one-time use. Excuse me. But if you want to use code PINE for My Funded Futures, Apex is 80% off. Lucid's got their normal 40% off right now. Tradeify's, all their accounts, all their evals are on sale as well. Except the 150K direct to funded, I believe. But yeah, nothing crazy yet. Cajun, yeah, there's a lot of controversy going on right now with Top Step. That was an uneventful open, Matty Matt. I know. Yeah, I really don't know what to expect tonight. I think that it could be a little slow, but we'll sling some contracts. You know, if I see something, we'll definitely sling it. Hopefully, I get a good trade in. So here's that account right here, this Apex account. It's up 15,831. We had started it on stream. We were still grinding it. I have another one that I got rebuild on at 90% off. This is like, I've had this 250K for over a year. I get rebuild on it every month for like $18, and I've yet to pass it. I always try to pass or smash it, but so I got that eval too. That was an old rebuild when it was a recurring eval too. So I'm trying to set a, I don't see any reason to get any higher. I mean, 1,500 profit, 15. No, it's beautiful. Like 25K accounts with the one-to-one drawdown to profit is awesome. Especially if you can get an end-of-day account, but I'm trying to think if there's any props that have an end-of-day 25K. I'm not really sure, but yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like, so I first got turned on to 25K accounts through Methodical Man would actually trade them a lot, and like a year and a half ago. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to give them a shot. And I actually first time I gave him a shot with prop that we don't talk about, FTT. But that's when I traded 25Ks for the first time. And I took them for, according to the lawyers, I took them for $9,000 and $7.5 thousand for payout. So that's what we did with FTT. But yeah, Lucid does. Lucid's got 25K. I forgot. Yeah, you guys are right. Lucid does have 25Ks, right? So many props to keep track of. Yeah, Lucid's got 25Ks. I forgot about that. So those are end-of-day accounts. Now, with Lucid, they're not quite a one-to-one. So the profit target is 1,250, and the drawdown is 1,000. So it's a little bit different, but still not too bad. You catch one good trade, or have one good day on a 25K account, and you get it over that trailing drawdown, the buffer, and then you're like golden, right? So, oh, I don't know, Trading Star. I mean, I don't really remember. Yeah, I'm sure Lucid is getting bombarded with new customers, guys. So, because we know like people are switching from Top Step and going to Lucid and Tradeify and some of the other props. So I'm sure they're getting bombarded with signups and stuff. So I just be a little bit patient, but yeah. I know that their website was down today. I tried to sign on to Lucid and it was down. But yeah, if you guys are picking up any accounts with Lucid, please use my code PINE. I greatly appreciate it. It's 40% off any evals right now. And it's up to 5. So you get 5 chances. So if you buy, you can have 5 accounts anyway. So if you buy 5 evals, you can get them at 40% off. Any eval, any size. So really good deal. You have 1 coop, nice. So what happens when the pine? Do I have to go to court for the call back? I don't know. I haven't got a letter yet. I haven't got a certified letter or anything. So I don't really know. They can go pound rocks or pound sand. Pound rocks sounds better. They can go pound rocks. Team Massive in the house. All right, Nasdaq pushing up a little bit, up to 278.75. Gonna wait here. I'm being a little bit patient tonight. Gonna wait for a good setup, or try to, and try to use good proper risk management and all that jazz. Can't trade gold on Nasdaq, but I can trade it on the Tradeify, so I got to be a little careful. Make sure I don't try to hop into any gold contracts or anything. Yeah, Red. Yeah, it's a mess. Congrats on the payout. Thank you, SJP. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you, Max. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's yeah, great. Yeah, I mean, this is the biggest payout I've ever got as far as a single payout. Now, collectively, it was with multiple accounts, but this is what we do it for. This is why we trade multiple accounts. This is why we copy trade. So yeah. $293 sell wood chip. Nice. Look for sellers up there. Yeah, it definitely feels like we're going to push back up into this range. So let's take a look at silver and gold. Looks like silver might put in an inside bar. Gold as well. I might try it for the stream. So I got 3 accounts here. I think one of them might be funded. I don't know, but I hit DLL on them. Micros. Gold. Not going to be an inside bar on gold, actually, micros. But it looks like it might be one on. Why is it doing that? GC. J. There we go. Yeah, no, we actually swept the high, so no inside bar on gold. I'm gonna keep it on the Tradeifys actually. So I got 3 accounts that I'm gonna copy trade, and little inside bar on Nasdaq. Market overall is very bearish this afternoon. We did get that push up during MOC. So I'm kind of looking at the hourly here. We did have an inside bar on the hourly and we broke above it. So this does look a little bullish. So we might get that slow grind to the upside. I'm kind of waiting to see here. I don't know if I love the short, but it might trigger that short. So looking at the hourly, I'm looking like it's kind of bullish, and I'm not talking like big moves or anything. I'm just talking like for a scalp, but we don't really have any zero prints. We have no zero prints. What's up, Eagle Eyes? JLD. Rage GT, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm so glad that you. So yeah, I was thinking about you last night. I was like, man, I go, hopefully he gets it straightened out, because, and I was confident that you would, because they, you know, they seem like a really good company so far, you know, but sometimes they all turn on you at once. We work with the props, right? Like, it's us. We live in their world. It's and we just live in it, you know. But oops, I'm gonna long here, kind of based tight stops, just risking a little bit. See if we can break top to the upside on kind of based on the hourly, really. I'm just looking at this hourly candle. We broke that inside bar hourly, and thinking that we might just pop up into this range again before the old non-farm payroll. We'll see. Copy trading 3 accounts. And I think 2 of them are funded and 1 of them's an eval or something like that. Yeah, 2 of them are funded, 1's an eval. Both in big drawdown. Not much drawdown left in any of them, actually, like $600. So, trying to bring them out. You long D-bond, not sure if you love it. Yeah, I'm not. This is, I could tell right now just from the open, I was like, oh, this is like not a market I want to trade, but we're going to trade it anyway just because we're streaming. We're working, baby. We're going. Just because it seemed very slow. I love volatility, so. Oh, thank you, Mo. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I try. I mean, trading comes first. For me, it always has been. There's a lot of streamers that I know that trading doesn't come first just because they don't even trade prop accounts. They only just, it's funny when I see, no, I'm not going to bash anybody or anything, but it's funny because everyone's in their own different financial situation. But it's always funny to me when I see affiliates of these prop firms and they don't even trade prop firms. And then they just kind of like hold on to a personal account, like a small personal account. I'm not talking like a big one or anything. And then they'll just hold on to that because, like, as an affiliate, here's the affiliate business. If you don't spend money on prop firms, you make money, right? So like if you don't buy accounts, you're making money. But yeah, I just always find it, trading always comes first for me. It's my love, it's my passion. And I'm constantly studying. I mean, I've put in probably 10 hours in the last 2 days just back testing different stuff just because I love it. There's a nice little move here off this inside bar. It's looking good so far. Kind of filled that gap. Can we get 10 points out of this? See if we can get 10 points out of it. Then kind of scale out a little. All right, stops at break even. I'm protecting these accounts. These are funded accounts, so, and not much drawdown. So if I can grind them back, slowly. That'll be beautiful. Yeah, just not much movement in the market, right? Feels good. Oh, yeah. By the way, Rage GT. Yeah, guys, give it up for Rage GT. So he just got his very first payouts with Lucid. So congratulations, Rage GT. Guys, smash that confetti button for Rage GT. That was awesome. Did anyone else get any pass any evals for the first time or get any payouts for the first time? I'd love to hear it. Some of you lurkers in the background, I'd love to hear it. Target on the buy entry. So what I'm gonna try to do is trail my stop, but I'm gonna look for take some off at 10 points at 284 and then trail. Because I really don't have much of a target. Ooh. All right, there's 10 points there. Kind of trailing here. All right. Took 2 more off, and the rest is on a runner. Let's go. It's a good start. Two of them back to back. That's awesome. Crypto King in the house. Gold just popped up a little. Gold's taking off. Finally moving. Ooh, yeah, look. Nice pop off that inside bar. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I missed it. I'm in the Nasdaq inside bar trade, but nice gold inside bar pop. So like I was saying earlier in the stream when I hopped on is that last night I kind of got taken to the cleaners. I was not patient. I didn't wait for any of my setups. And a lot of them did pay very well last night. And I just wasn't patient. So, yeah, nice gold pop here. Nasdaq pulling back in. So if we pull back, so here's the game plan on this. I got a runner going on right now to see how much we can get. But if we pull back in and put in a harami or an inside bar or something like that, I will look to short this back down in below 254, below that 5-minute candle if we get a reversal. But besides that, I don't really know what's going to happen. I think there is a good possibility that we grind. It's kind of like what it did today. It grinded all day kind of to the downside, or pretty much all afternoon. We could get that tonight where we just kind of grind up until at least this zone for a while. So up to that 25,295, 25,300 level. I'm just talking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm not ICT. I don't really know what's going on. but I'm just kind of like thinking out loud, I guess. Thinking out loud. But yeah, because we have a lot of news tomorrow, it could definitely be a grindy session until non-farm payroll tomorrow morning. 2 more days on my Lucid Direct for max payout on 25K. Yo, duh. Awesome. Peter 1550. Let's go. All started with coupon code PINE. Thank you so much, SJP, for using my code. Took a 2-week break, but close to passing the 5 Lucid Flex evals. Awesome. That's awesome. Am I talking to Discord only one? I'm talking to myself. No, I'm talking to you guys. Thank you, His Royal Trades. Yeah, I'll throw that back in the batch. Appreciate that. I'm short, so 100% it'll keep going up. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I always say to myself, like, why don't I just fade myself, right? Why don't I just fade myself? Like last night, if I would have just faded myself, I would have made all kinds of money. But so yeah, some days just go like that. It's all good. All right, I'm kind of trailing. I'm going to trail this stop here just below this bar's low. See if we can keep going. It's just 1 micro at this point. I've scaled out of a few. I'm going to change this song here. Dave Mack in the house. What's going on? How did I do today? It was mixed, right? So I lost my pro account, which sucks. So I started some Take Profit Trader evals again, and but I got the massive that massive Apex payout, so I'm not too upset. Not too upset. All right, I moved my stop. I trailed my stop here to 279.50. And let's see if we can keep rolling. So I'm trading 2 Tradeify fundeds and one eval copy traded. So here's the copy trader right here. All right, getting a little pullback here. I'm actually going to move the stop below the prior bar's low, not this current bar's low, until this one closes. And then just see if we kind of stair step its way up. So just move the stop back. Just locked in basically commission, $7, but I want to see if we can keep rolling. Take a look at gold here. Wow, gold ripping. This was a much better trade. Gold ripping to the upside off this inside bar. Little bull flag break. Guys, every single night we've talked about it. I ended up passing 2 accounts, 2 of the Tradeify accounts actually, in one shot off Sunday night off the gold open. We've been talking about how it seems like 90% of the time. Now this is not officially back tested, but we just open bullish with a green candle. Wow, we ended up looking back on stream the other day, and man, it just happens so often where gold just rips off the open. It doesn't always stay ripping, but that first candle just kind of, it's just a boner candle. It's like, seems like. And so I put that theory into play the other day during the Super Bowl, and just as the market opened, I just hit buy and ended up passing 2 accounts. So Michelle, okay, what's up? D-Bon. Anybody having any wealth charts issues? Tech. Oh yeah, 2 Luke's having some issues. Yeah, I'm secretly chatting with Snapchat for Coach Fred. I was in 3 micros. Yeah, 3 micros, Weber, Florida. Yeah, 3 micros is what I've been trading basically on the Apex accounts. So I've been trading pretty much like 3 MNQs with the Nasdaq. I have been trading 1 YM trade. That's a full-size mini. And MGC, I ended up trading 1 or 2 micros max, but you can't trade them with Apex anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I'm stopped out here. I'm gonna stop myself out. Put it in this inside bar. I want to see what happens. Take a look at gold too. So up a little bit tonight so far. trading small, just trying to grind back. Kind of missed a trade on this gold here, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. I'm actually going to put this up here so I can watch that gold. Silver kind of testing this, looks like it wants to pull back, test this VWAP. Putting this big harami here, big rejection at 81.444, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's kind of been the sizing that I've been trading, and right now in this volatility, it's plenty. Now during Globex, you can get away with a little more size sometimes, but because I've been trading so poorly last night and today that I'm sized down, and so I always kind of recommend doing that. Like if you feel like you've been trading poorly or your setups don't feel like they're working correctly, it's okay to just size down and try to build your confidence back up, and then just count the points, right? So like on that trade, that was a good 10, 13, 14 points, which if that was a mini, that would be 200, 250, 300 bucks. So you just kind of it helps to count the points. That's for newer traders, right? Like it's just a little tip. Because like if you're in one micro, it's essentially you're taking the same setup, but it doesn't feel like you made anything. But if you just count the points and then slowly scale up from there, then you're much better off. But I'm finding during New York session, like 2-3 micros with the MNQ, you can make quite a bit and you can lose quite a bit. So nice biblical. 2 Timothy, 100 each in 6 accounts. Trading gold off the IB. Let's go. A D and Q, what's going on? Can't believe how the gold inside bars have been. I know. It's been great. I missed that one, but take a look at the gold hourly here. Yeah, looking very bullish off this inside bar. So part of the reason why I took that NQ trade was because of the inside bar on the hourly chart. This is something I've kind of been adding into my arsenal for a little confluence. Sometimes I forget because I've just been trading off the 5-minute chart so long. Like during New York, I tend to forget, but it's good to take a peek, I think, some of the higher time frames. And but it all depends on your style of trading. So if like you're just a scalper, it's all good. But kind of like saying, well, this short trade could trap here because the hourly looks so bullish off that inside bar, something like that. So just a tip. That's right. Just a tip. Trev, just a tip. Just put a bunch of buy stops on gold. I know, PG, right? I'm going with big. You going with big TPTs? So, no, I actually got 50Ks today. Benjamin Wallace, thank you so much. Congrats on the big payout. Thank you so much. Lonnie, thank you so much. Congrats. Yeah. So I had a bunch of issues this morning with Trade of 8. It kept freezing like crazy. Nicole Davis, what indicator do I use for the inside bars? Yeah, no problem. It's called LDT inside outside bar. It's right here. So if you just go into the community indicators and type in inside, it should pop up. So if you go explore community indicators, just type in inside, and yeah, it should pop right up. And just install it. Gold's running. I know. It's running without me. Got an inside bar in gold here, but I hate when you have a big move here. Let's look left. Like, where could we be going? Like, what's the draw? Maybe take a short back down into the 50-61s, maybe. Might try it. Small, though. I hate that it's just right at that VWAP. So I'm going tiny. 1 micro. Stop at 71. Let's go to the... Stop here. Looking to take down into 60s. 61, 62 if it wants to get down there, but we'll try this inside bar. This one worked beautiful. We'll see if this one works. Gold does love to kind of remember to stop at the high. Gold loves to fill back in these gaps, but I hate shorting right into the VWAP there, so it could be a little stubborn. But just 1 micro. 1 micro across 3 accounts. That's why it shows 3. If we get a move back down below the VWAP, I'll move my stop. That's what I'm looking at. That's the game plan. Is there a reason why I chose growth over select, Johan? Yeah, daily payout accounts. I just like the take profit trader and trade day, and then just kind of like keep some other ones separate. So I just don't. I don't know. Having a lot of daily payout accounts would be pretty sweet, but yeah, that's kind of the reason why. So I'm just keeping the daily payout accounts to take profit trader and trade day. Yep, that's the only reason. Kind of diversifying, I guess. Oh, what indicator? Oh, yeah, I think you heard me, Weber, Florida. Yeah, it's LDT inside outside bars. Right here. Gold looking bullish for the rest of the week. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Fred, but hopefully I can get a little scalp here. I'm looking for him and get 5 points, which is... It used to be an amazing trade, like if you could get 5 points on gold, but lately, it's just... It seems like a 10-point Nasdaq scalp nowadays. All right, getting a little push down here, just with the 1 micro here. So I can't risk too much on these accounts. I got to kind of try to build them up. I beat them up last night, so. Space is in the house. Metals, the volatility's gone down. I agree for the most part. Compared to what it was, it's gone down quite a bit this week. Takes a while to understand that it's not really about the money. Yeah, exactly. There we go. This is working pretty good so far. See if we can backfill some of this candle here. All right, taking off some risk. Moving the stop down. Nice close down below the VWAP here. Let's see if we can get some continuation. It might pop back up to our entry, which is perfectly fine to kind of backfill this candle here. So that's fine. I just don't want it to blast up and put a big outside bar or we'll get stopped out, but that's a possibility too. Switching to ticks instead of points, yeah. I like that. I do like doing that. I actually was doing that with the YM, I think. But yeah, no, 100% pawn. I agree with you 100%. I wish I could get rid of it all. But I always can see something like the dollar amount. All right, I'm going to trail my stop here. Getting awful close to my TP. Come on. Pretty nice trade right here so far. Actually, stops just below, above this candle here. I don't want to move to break even yet. Just one gold micro, you can actually make quite a bit. I made $1,000 trade. There we go. There's TP right there. So nice gold trade right there off that inside bar. Basically looking to backfill the rest of that candle. So up a little bit on these accounts, just trading baby size, up $100 on all three, 2 funded and 1 eval, up $100. Let's look for the next one. No problem, Nicole Davis. No problem. Am I into crypto? No, not at all. What do I mean by inside candle? So what I call inside bars, is that the candle and the body are within the candle and the body of the previous candle on the 5-minute chart, and then I take the breaks. So usually I place a stop just above. That's a little safer. Gold, I felt like I was in 1 micro, so I could place a stop up top at the high, but yeah, normally I just place a stop here, take the break. You can look for a 1-to-1, or you can look for a place that kind of makes sense. I just kind of look for a place that made sense, which would be backfilling this candle here. So helpful, yeah. Tradeovate, I had issues too. Yeah, it wouldn't help let you move your stop loss. Hi, in TBT, where can you know about the news hours from the calendar and the TBT dashboard? Arshad, I don't know about on TPT, but I use Forex Factory. So this is Forex Factory. It's free. Just type in forexfactory.com. And it's got all the red folder news events, right? I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but you can just click through and see all the red folder stuff. Beanstalk, thank you so much. I bought a Lucid and EPAS. Use code PINE. Thank you so much. I was wondering if Take Profit Trader charges an activation fee after passing evals. Not right now. Nope. Take Profit Trader, no activate, 40% off, no activation fee when you use code PINE, all caps. So right now that sale is still going on, no activation fee. Believe it or not, that is a Take Profit Trader sale. I kind of feel like it's here to stay for a while, but yeah, no activation fee. Do I share trade on Discord? No, I just trade here. Yeah, I just trade here. If you guys want to join the Discord, you can feel free to join. It's free, but no, we just trade right here for free. All I ask is that you guys come in, just hit that like button, be here every night, and if you're picking up any prop firms, use my code, and that's it. So yeah, nice trade there on gold with the baby micros. But like I said, I hit DLL on these accounts, so currently have $835 left in drawdown on these funded accounts. Can we bring them back? That is the question. $835 seems like a lot, but not for me. if I can lose 30,000 in one day, I can lose 835 in a hurry. Is that indicator on TradingView? No, I don't know. I think some people have some stuff on TradingView. I think there's like an inside bar indicator on TradingView, but thank you, Coach Fred. Bitcoin goes back to highs, easy peasy. Yeah, Trev. I mean, I saw that crypto's down. Buy 500 in crypto right now. Yeah, I've never really looked into it. Scalp Ripper in the house, 38 points, 120 contracts, either direction. Let's go, MNQ. Let's go. Let's see what's NQ is doing. So NQ pulling back here off that inside bar. Nice. So once again, I can't trade them all, but inside bars are paying. This is what I was talking about. What I should have been doing last night. So nice inside bar long we took, and then you got a nice inside bar short here. So if you would have taken a 1-to-1, here's a 1-to-1. That's a beautiful trade. Or you could look to possibly target the low. But we'll see. It feels like a grindy night to me. I don't know about you guys. It feels like a grindy upside night, but I could be 100% wrong. So if you're in shorts, I'm not trying to talk you out of it or anything. I'm just talking out loud. I just don't know. We're sitting at the VWAP right now. We'll see if it ends up trying to break this Tory tan line to the upside. What if Bitcoin goes to 43? Yeah, it could. I mean, Bitcoin seems so volatile. just by looking at it a little bit, it goes from like 75,000 to like 62,000 in like a few hours. It's wild. I could not imagine having a lot of money, like a lot of Bitcoin, like money wrapped up into it. I've told this story before. But I was like, I'm dead serious. Like, I was just like, man, I ended up selling a house, selling one of my investment properties, and ended up, getting a pretty good check. And I was just like, kind of wondering, how should I invest it? And I think Bitcoin was like at 38,000, I want to say. And I was like, I'm going to buy one Bitcoin, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. So I was just like, skip that idea. Skip that idea. Kind of breaking out of this trend line here. I got a horrible fill. We'll place a stop at the swing low at 67. 6-7. See if we take out the highs. In a few micros. We're getting about $57. Got a bad fill on that, so. You saw my tan lines, Tory Trade tan lines? I did. 150K account, let's get it. I don't get into Bitcoin, but just experience. I did the last time Bitcoin dropped and Doge took off. I make like $7,000. Nice, Trev. Yeah, I never got into any of that stuff. I ended up buying a bunch of silver at that time too. And then when it popped up to like 50s, I sold it. Obviously, in hindsight, once again, it's like, wish I would have held it, but I still have a bunch of silver, actually. Like, silver coins and things. American Eagles, silver maples, that kind of stuff. Best trade you ever took? Nice. Please no, as royal trades. Yeah. If I only buy, when it drops 49%, 40, 50%. Oh, nice. Oh, the 6-7 trend belongs in the grave. Yeah, I don't even know what that's about. Design knob in the house. I'll buy Bitcoin when it hits 0. Yeah. That'll be a good buy. What did someone say on stream the other day? It says, pretty soon you'll be able to buy Bitcoin with pizza. All right, let's see if this bull flag breaks or holds and pushes up through the highs. But let's take a look at gold here. So let me get rid of all this mess here. So gold, putting in an inside bar here. See if silver's doing it too. Yeah, a little silver inside bar as well. Nice little pop on the silver. Yeah, come on. See if we can get a little pull back. Kind of missing the train. Long Nasdaq right now, but trying to hop in on a long on gold. Pretty much the same setup as the Nasdaq, actually. Little bull flag, inside bar break. You see it here. Kind of a little flag action. Might have missed it there. Yeah, I'm not so confident in it now. Nasdaq just sitting right at my entry, but looking to take out the highs. Held for like 6 months and draw down, then 6 months pass again, finally hit 14,000. Oh wow, Canary Trader. Bought yourself some crypto alts in 2016. Oh wow. Gotta keep stacking the silver day trade, Tom. The old silver stackers, huh? The silver hoarders. Yeah, I got a bunch of like scrap, like silver stuff, and like the scrap silver coins. I got a Crown Royal bag, you know, full of them, that kind of stuff. I got some collector stuff too. It's probably worth quite a bit now. Be honest with you, I just, you know, late nights, drinking a glass of wine or a few beers, and then I get on eBay and probably, well, that was probably maybe like 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and started buying a bunch of stuff, comic books and silver, and I was buying like Silver Age comic books, like slabbed. I had a bunch of those. I had like the Silver Surfer, all high graded, Wolverine, some Superman stuff that was like from the 50s, I think. Should have bought some Pokemon cards. Well, I never got into Pokemon just because it was out of my, I guess it's just kind of out of my age range, I guess. My brother was into a little bit of Pokemon, but I was into Magic. So I had all the Magic stuff when I was a kid. Probably like maybe 8th grade into high school. I had all the Magic the Gathering stuff. Yeah, I used to play at lunch. I used to play Magic at lunch. So, you know, I had all the old decks and stuff. I don't have any of that stuff. I don't know what ever happened to it. I probably traded it for some green stuff in high school, knowing myself. Probably traded it for a baggie. My brother had all kinds of Pokemon stuff, but I ended up selling those comic books for a profit. So that turned out to be a pretty good investment. I bought a bunch, and then I just held them. I held them for like 2-3 years, and then I ended up reselling them and all for profit. Not a whole lot of profit, but definitely made a little bit of money on each one of them. All right, guys, we're on a Nasdaq trade here. It's not really going my way. Little bull flag break here. Kind of made a double top. I'm not so sure. I kind of wanted to react a little more quick, but and kind of break through that high. But our stop's in a good place. We're not risking a whole lot. And so I'm going to hold on to it. Let's see if we can break up through the high. Take a look at gold here. Nice little one-to-one off that inside bar and then put it in a big outside bar. So do we try to take back some of this 5-minute candle? I'm going to short gold here. I'm going to place a stop at 70. At that swing high off this outside bar. We broke it to the downside. I want to see if we can pull back down into the 60s, 59s. Still long Nasdaq as well. There we go. Just 1 micro. Trader R, what's up? Love that vintage stuff, Trev. Yeah. There we go. There's come on. Let's get some continuation. Last night I'd get in these trades and just get no continuation. They kept doing that on me. Just so long Nasdaq, short gold. Stop at 50.70 and looking for a take profit around 58.9 or so on the micros. Let's take a look, see if we have any zero prints down here too. We have a bunch of zero prints at the low, which is kind of interesting. We have none to the upside, so we kind of filled all those zero prints. But if you look down below, down around the open, we left 50.46.9 that area with the micros. Now I only usually pay attention to the gold, the minis. So if we're looking down here, yeah, we have some at 50.51, bunch of zero prints, so we could actually push down and fill them. And then we have a few to the upside, but we definitely have more down to the downside. So kind of looking for a little kabooshing on the gold. Hopefully we get a little kaboosh. We'll see. Magic card still has some good value. I know I had them all. I had all the originals, right? The OGs Magic cards, the Black Lotus, all that stuff. I had it all. Don't have any of it now. All right, Nasdaq trade not looking too good. Gold trade looking much better. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. So our stop's at 267 on Nasdaq. I might just close out the Nasdaq trade. Yeah, I'm closing out the Nasdaq trade. We're back down below this VWAP. Put in a double top. Pushing back below. I'm actually considering a short on the Nasdaq, but there's just no momentum. So let's just trade some gold here. Short on the gold. I'd love to add to this, and then so that way I can take off some at this gap, and then maybe hold some in case it wants to test out the open, right, the low. But there's just not much. What am I risking here? 61. So it'll put me back to pretty much break even if I think I'd be down a little bit if I added to it, but we'll just stick with the 1. So I plan on reinvesting some of the large payout for some other firms, Coach Fred. I had a lot of medical bills and stuff I had to take care of and stuff. But yeah, so I feel very fortunate that I was able to pay some of those off, or at least pay down some, and then I got to have something done. So I actually made an appointment today to get something done, a little medical thing, but it's nothing serious or anything. So I'm still kicking, but something that I was supposed to have done 6 months ago, but I got no health insurance, so my dealer wouldn't take my Pokemon. Dean, that's funny. So yeah, no, nothing crazy. The goal, Coach Fred, is to get the Apex accounts back to another big payout. That's the goal. Then we can say, hey, well, we can go on vacation then. But yeah, nothing too crazy. So right now I got Lucid accounts, I got Tradeify accounts, I have Take Profit Trader accounts, I have Apex accounts. As soon as I get my Take Profit Trader accounts passed, I'm gonna look at getting some trade days, because I love the end of day accounts. I love those, especially for day 1 payouts. So with trade days, you get daily payouts, right? Anything over $2,000 or $2,100, I think. Something like that. Then you can take a daily payout, and the end of day accounts are so nice to be able to catch a nice trade there in New York and to be able to get a day 1 payout compared to Take Profit Trader, which I do prefer Take Profit Trader just because you can have 5 accounts and then you get 5 accounts moved to live. So that is a goal of mine. That's my next goal, is to get 5 Take Profit Traders to live. But yeah, so it has that intraday trailing with Take Profit Trader. So that tends to get you if you're trying to size up too big and get those day 1 payouts. So, all right, we got top of the hour here in just a minute. So possibly flip bearish on NQ. Let's take a look at NQ because I am interested in seeing if I'm looking to fade it back down below that 5-minute. I think I might take a stab on the NQ actually. I'm short NQ. I'm going to place a stop towards the high, and then I'm going to add into it. I'm looking to take profit at the low, below that 5-minute bar, the 5-minute ORB. If we can break out of this range, I think it'll go. I think it's a cheap enough trade. This is a kind of a discretionary trade. Come on, gold. There goes gold. Stops at 50.70. Ragnarok in the house. What's going on? Sorry I haven't been in a couple weeks. Been slammed with work. Hope everything's going well. Everything's going great, Ragnarok. Yeah. Just got a major payout with Take Profit Trader. I mean, well, I've been getting Take Profit Trader payouts, but Apex. Yep. Just a big one. 40K in the last month with Apex. So have about 3,000 invested with Apex this year. And so that's a pretty good investment. Yep, the volume's coming in. Yeah. Little Tokyo Open, guys. Tokyo Open. So a little more volume. Hopefully we can place the bet. Maybe we get it correct. Matthew in the house. Matthew Cabral. What's up? Real investment. You got that? Thank you, Coach Fred. Let's see. How do I get past an intraday trailing drawdown? For me, I trade my setups just like how I always do. What I do is I look to scalp though. I tend to trail my stop much tighter. So like, well, if I had a trade that was in profit, but I would just trail my stop like as it going in profit. I don't really want it to come back against me, you know. I don't want it to like go like real close to my take profit and then not trail my stop. So like that's kind of key, right? Well, guess the little Tokyo market's buying this up. Gold right now just kind of sitting on that VWAP. Nasdaq. Might get stopped out on the Nasdaq. We'll see. We'll see if it holds this range. It's kind of very slow price action tonight. How many Apex accounts? I have 18 or so. So here they are right here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 17 currently. So I actually could use another one. I actually could use a few more. But yeah, you can see the payouts here. So January 22nd, right up through till today. That I'm copying trading chart, Dad. Yeah, so I'm using TradeSyncer right now to copy trade those accounts. And so, but I didn't need to. I just like to use the brackets. So I don't know if I'll keep using the copy trader or not. I might be better off like, so these funded accounts right here that I'm trading tonight, these Tradeifys, I might be better off because I don't have much drawdown and I've been trading those Apex accounts so small that I would be better off probably copy trading, adding these to the copy trader. And trading them all together. So I might consider doing that. There we go. Come on, gold, get down there. I'm gonna add to this. Oof, what was that? I'm gonna add to this gold short. I hope I just didn't pay the price on that. Reaction bounce there. Stops still in place, but what I'm trying to look to do is if we can take some out at 58, which I thought we were just gonna go, and then leave a runner on to possibly test the low, which should be about 10 points below that. So there we go. Come on, let's break that 50-60. Am I copy trading them? Yeah, Matthew, I did. I copy traded them until I got right, like the last day of payout. And then I went one by one because I was scared. I was scared to copy trade them. So yeah, I copy traded them the whole time except the last day. Because I was just like, I felt like I was a first time trader again. I felt nervous. Yeah. Yeah, it worked. Thank you, Pegasus. Any tips? Yeah, so I traded small, right? I just traded small. Look for base hit days. Not so much base hit trades, but just base hit days. So whether if I made 100 to say 300 bucks. Wow, this trade's working out nice. All right, stops to break even. Or just, yeah. Just above that candle's high there on this runner. I'm looking for the low. Actually, you know what? I'm going to place my stop at 67.2. I'm going to look for the low. I'm looking for like 50s. So I might give back those runners, but that's okay. I'm willing to take that risk. But we filled the gap. We took us some profit. And then we're looking for the low. MNQ still underwater. I'm still short NQ as well. Anyways, so what I was saying is oh yeah, so I just traded small, look for base hits, $100 to $300 a day. I would take a loss if I had to for the day. I looked for I walked away when it was red. And I was basically looking for 1 to 3 trades. All right, stopped out on that gold on the runners there, but that's all right. And I was just looking for the base hits, basically both sides. So 1 to 3 trades a day. And the way I kind of got my degen out while I was trading the Apex accounts was I had a take profit trader account or something that I could kind of degen and had no consistency. And I was able to get daily payouts, and which made me feel like, okay, well, I'm paying the bills, so I can just be patient with these Apex accounts. And I just didn't trade those Apex accounts very much. I just would trade them a little bit and then just put them away for the day. And then I would just take profit trader or something. And that's kind of what I did. Last says Bear, you ever tried Lucid? I use Motorway, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels like exaggerated. Yeah, I trade Lucid all the time. Yeah. So yeah, I trade Lucid. And I've gotten a lot of payouts with them. So yeah, I love Lucid. And I traded them. I trade Tradeify with it. All right, I'm still short Nasdaq. That gold trade, I expected a little more cabooshin, but we didn't get it. It popped right back up. And it's kind of way it felt last night too, where it would it kind of go your way and then just pop back up and take out your stop and just kind of do these porcupine 5-minute doji type candles. But that's okay. Just maybe my stop's just a little too tight. You could always hop back in. I just feel like we got those zero prints down there at the 550s or 50-50 that we could run. But we'll wait for an inside bar or something. But that's just a nasty candle. That was a nasty one. Why would one copy trade versus not copy trade? It's just dangerous to copy trade. So if you have a copy trader, any copy trader issues or something like that, it's very dangerous to copy trade all your accounts together. Just because if something does happen, then you lose all your accounts at once. So it's a little bit dangerous. But besides that, it's it's like a psychological thing for me. It's like when I'm trading one account, at this point, I don't really. You are nasty gold. Comes back, stops me out, and just rips lower. You are nasty. You're that girl behind the Wendy's dumpster. I know it. That used to be NQ, but gold just took that spot. NQ pushing up, yeah. Little inside bar break here. Gold's like 29.50 on that. It's okay. Gold's what's got me interested. It's really ticking me off. So we have the golds here. Let me take a look at the, so I haven't been stopped out yet on the Nasdaq. Take a look at gold. I'm watching gold. 51.6. Taking a long on gold. Good luck. Good luck. MNQ is dangerously close to being stopped out here. I think we will get stopped out. It's just a matter of time. Nice buy up here in gold. Bottom 9 in the house. All right, Nasdaq coming back down here, rejecting that high again. See if it wants to put in another double top. Or what the kids call it nowadays, an SMT. Love to see it break out of this range, though. I think if it breaks out of this consolidation range, I think we'll actually get a nice little move. Or maybe it actually pops out of that. I'd like to see it to the downside just because I'm short. I went short quite a while ago. As soon as it broke down below this VWAP, put in this kind of bearish candle, I'm still looking to fade that 5-minute ORB. Auto 9 gold popped up at the open again. I know. Isn't that nuts? It's kind of something to back test at this point, right? Auto 9 is something to actually back test. So if you guys are just tuning in, please smash that like button first. But then we've been talking about how the gold open has just been ripping over, I don't even know, the last month and a half. Seems like every single open, Globex open, it just pops. At least for one candle, right? So you could almost just get a little scalp off it. A little ORB, Alpine style scalp. And just kind of use the volatility at the open and just, look for a few points or something. I don't know. Like I said, on Sunday night, I ended up passing two accounts off it. I don't know why I want to short gold. Short gold so hard. Looking to short scalp gold. $51.6. Let's see. Looking at zero prints down here. 51.4, 51.5, 51.6. Hopefully I'm not getting in too aggressive, but All right, short gold, short Nasdaq. I'm in kind of aggressive now. Take a look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq just kind of chopping right in this stupid range. Thankfully, I'm only in one micro on that. But here's what I'm looking at in gold. Down here at the 51.5 area, we got these zero prints I think could get run. So that's what I'm looking at. All right. They just ran them on micro gold. And now they're running them on the mini. And I got runners going. Yeah, back up to over $100. Got a little aggressive on that. Looking to take out the low. Come on. Placing a stop up at 58. I want to give this a little room. I want to see if it runs that low. Sussy in the house. What's going on? Yeah, Jared, that's kind of how it is. Yeah, gold. I mean, gold's been a pretty good trade so far tonight, but Nasdaq is dead just because we got so much news. Come on, don't stop me. All right, stopped out on that runner, but made back some. Ooh. Okay, I don't mind that. Good stop out. Still short Nasdaq. Almost back down to my entry now again. So made a little bit of money on that trade. I got a little aggressive, and basically what I was just looking for was those zero prints on the gold minis, the GCJs. And we had that cluster at the 51. So 51.4 up to 51.8. We had a cluster of zero prints, and you can see it came down. It filled most of them, left one. And we still have a little bit of a cluster here, and we have a cluster here from the open. So that was the basis on that trade. And now my Nasdaq's back into profit. Go figure. I'd love to see it break down below 268, which is used to be my old telephone number. The first 3 digits, 268. Love it to break out of this range to the downside, and then I might add into it if we can. I'll look for it to take out the 5-minute ORB. I love that trade. Yeah, gold, very, very tricky. This is what gold did to me last night. I felt like I was in a really good gold trade, and then it would just do these doji whip back and forth, just nasty, like no big continuation candle. That's what it was doing to me last night. It's being stubborn. I'm glad I'm not trading the minis on it right now. All right, Tony, appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. You need to do some sort of confluence like SKY, doing the same for the back test. I don't know, Biblical. Probably not. I don't really know how I would back test it. That's the problem. Anytime I usually back test things, it's like candle closures or candle breaks. So I don't really know how to back test it, except just kind of going back. We're talking about the gold open for Globex. I feel like I would just kind of like forward test it. Like maybe just forward test it and just kind of go for it. It's kind of how I feel, but yeah, we're still in this Nasdaq short here, right at the bottom of the range here. It could pop right back up, but if it breaks down below, it could get kabooshed. Gold about to rip. Yeah, gold is just right back to the VWAP. Just it's just stubborn. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. I haven't asked tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. Hitting that like button does help out the channel. It helps people find the channel. So anytime you see a new channel pop up on your YouTube feed, it's because people are getting those likes, and YouTube helps push out the channel. So I appreciate that. Trading much better tonight. So like I said, I sized down. I'm trading funded accounts too, but like with small size, just trying to grind back after hitting DLL last night. So I got about 800 bucks in drawdown left on these Tradeify fundeds. It's 2 fundeds and 1 eval. But if I can get it back up around, 1,000, like 1,500 in drawdown, then I'll feel like I'll have some room to move. Right now, I feel a bit smothered. Because even taking a gold micro trade, and if you're in 1, 2 micros, and then you add 3, 4, like I just did on that push down, it pops back up and does that number again. That could take out your account in a hurry. So trying to keep them around, because I've come back before only having like a few, maybe like $100 left to draw down. I've actually brought back an account before and gotten it to pay out. So it's kind of what we want to try to do. Push it down. Oh, let's go, Zabak. 6J. Yeah, Zabak trades the yen, which is... It's been trading it forever. Chris Knopf in the house. What size accounts with the 40K payout? So 50K Apex accounts. So 50K Apex accounts. I had 17 of them. Or I had 18 of them. I ended up losing one after payout. I had one account that was way up. But yeah, 17 accounts. I had one account that was way up because I thought it was an eval, and I ended up making $3,000 on it on day one by mistake. So I thought it was evaluation, but yeah, 17 accounts. It's the second payout too on most of them. So we got 10K on one, little more than 10K. So we're right around 11,000, and then we got like 29,500 or something on the second payout. So just over 40 in less than a month. So do I have to trade this Apex eval for 7 days, or is this promo the day one pass? Just 1 day. Yeah, day one pass. An Apex. Sorry, I'm on the wrong chart. I was watching gold there, but I'm not actually trading the NQ. So right back down the bottom of the range. That's not a good look. Swept the low of that range and then popped right back up. We might get stopped out on this one. We might get stopped out now. We'll see what happens, but like, subscribe. Thank you, Chris. Spence in the house. You think we're going long? Think we're going long last? On the gold. I think Nasdaq's gonna go to the high. Felt like on that push. I sized up in these evals. Nice, scalp ripper. Why would making too much kick you out? Oh, it didn't kick me out. I couldn't request a payout, and then I just kind of traded it very heavily, just that one account, because I kind of like didn't care about it anymore, because I would have to build it up so much to stay under the 30% drawdown, the consistency. I mean. And I just kind of like YOLO'd it in a way. Holy mochaccino, 40K payout. Nice. Thank you, Chris. But yeah, that's the only reason. They call it a windfall trade. So it was a windfall trade, and it truly was a windfall trade. I mean, I went in 10 minis at the open, and thinking it was an eval, and it wasn't. It was the PA, and it was just one account. But right back to the VWAP. So this is just nasty price action. To be honest with you, I'd be completely done with Nasdaq if I wasn't streaming right now, but I got to stop at the high. Maybe we flip the coin. Maybe we get lucky. It's just gross. TPT is ready for withdrawals. Let's go. If you guys are getting any take profit trader withdrawals, you can take them now. The dashboard should be updated. So any daily payouts, guys. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's been the better trade tonight so far. Yeah, gold looking could look a little bullish here. Get an inside bar. What's silver doing? Silver's pushing. Nasdaq could get stopped out here. Stops at 287.75. Well, yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, so we have news coming out this week. Real quick. We got non-farm payroll tomorrow, right? So non-farm payroll tomorrow morning. So that's a big news event. And we got Thursday unemployment. And then Friday, we have CPI in the morning. So, good time to pass some evals if that's your thing. No, not financial advice or anything, but if you are trying to pass some evals for day one, you got some opportunities. How I pass evals quickly, I see in the paid discords they're showing people how to do it. Well, I'll show you for free. This is how I pass evals. So I have a bracket called Apex Pass, and so for Apex, this is how I do it. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just how I do it. But you can see the bracket, or I have a take profit of 61 ticks, and I use 10 contracts, so 10 minis on the NQ. And what I do is I just go and I place a bracket. So let's just say this is non-farm payroll, right? This is the consolidation just before it. What I do is I'll just kind of like do this number. And I'll just go, I'll place a, I'll show you I'll show you there. So I'll just kind of do this. Like I said, don't recommend doing this, but this is how I pass evals sometimes. Oftentimes, I just do it at the New York Open, but... So I'll just do something like this. I'll just place a sell stop like that, and you can see how much I actually need to make there. Right? So just about 15 points. A little more than 15 points. And that passes the 50K account. So I'll do that, and then I'll place one up above here like this. This is on the evals. This is what I do. And so that way, if the non-farm payroll comes out and it spikes higher, then it should take my buy stop here, and it should give me a take profit. And if it goes lower, then it takes that out and should take my take profit, and that's what I do. Now, here's the problem with doing this. The platform could freeze. So the platform freezes up because the news is so volatile that it doesn't work at all. So this is a very, very much a 50-50 shot. So that can happen. A lot of times what I like to do, a little trick, is I don't really have a bracket for it. But what I do is I'll do it with YM because it's a little smoother. So if you have a really big news event, I'll do it with YM because it's just smoother. It just works a little bit better. So if you have like CPI or something like that, where it's a big one, then I'll do it that. Or like NVIDIA earnings, you can do it with NVIDIA earnings too. Same thing. So I just kind of bracket above and below, and then just have the bracket so that way I'll make $3,000 on this on the one shot, and that's how I do it. And during the open, a lot of times I'll do the same thing. So let's just say we had the open this morning, and you took a long off the open. Look how much of that candle that you would need to make to pass the account. So I always find like the New York Open is a little more reliable to pass an account on one shot than the news events. So oftentimes I'll just do it on the news events because you only need to make 15 points. So if you caught the open, it ripped up higher, passed the account, done deal, pal. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, not financial advice. I don't recommend doing it. That's just something I do sometimes to pass them quickly. I usually only do it with someone like Apex or Bulenox, where they have a sale. So, you know, when you're paying $20-$30 the account, not $110 the account for an account. That's kind of how I do it. So look at my bracket. So I just on Apex, it's just 61 tick take profit. That's it. It's a 61 tick take profits. I don't have a stop loss because they call it smashing or passing. You're either going to pass the account or it's going to blow. So like I said, here's the thing, guys. You pass an account, you get to a funded stage, you're going to pay the activation fee, and it's not going to really help you to just pass and get to the funded stage. You might think it is, but if you're someone that can't consistently hold on to a funded account or someone that gets to a payout, then you might struggle when you get to that funded stage anyway. But yeah, so when you see a lot of like influencers coming in and they're like, oh, I got 20 accounts passed or whatever, or they blow 20 accounts, and then the next day they come back and they got another 20 accounts, and then people think that Apex is giving them funded accounts. No, they're just passing it like that. They're just buying a bunch of accounts and then passing them like that. You know. So anyways, since the market's so slow, I just figured I'd give you a little tip. Nice break here. Nice little bull flag break here on gold. Finally moving off that inside bar while I was rambling. Trades by Slade knows. What's up, Slade? Just watch TJR's mentorship. That's right. You get it here. Problem is TJR has the Lambo and I don't. I have the Clambo. What's up, Slade? Good to see you, man. Yeah, NQ is nasty tonight. Gold's kind of been the trade. I just missed that trade there, but it's all right. Mitch, yeah, I put out a short today, Mitch, on my 40K payouts with Apex. So the Clambo has more character, but yeah, I'll think about it, Mitch, about doing a long form. I'll kind of maybe talk about it, but yeah, basically the recipe. It wasn't really about particular strategies or anything. I just traded the way I normally do. I just sized down to 2 to 3 micros on Nasdaq, and you know, if I made $100 to $300 a day on it, I was done. I traded a little bit of YM, and yeah, that was it. Well, it looks like we got faked out on that break below that range so far. It's just chopping back and forth. So far, I sold the bottom of the range, and paying the price, so maybe I'll get stopped out on this little trade here. That's all right. There it goes. It finally broke out. Finally stopped me out. So down a little bit now. No, I'm still up, actually. I'm up a whopping $33 on these funded accounts. Wow. Gold. Nice little break here off this trend line. Inside bar break. Do we take out the highs now? We do have some zero prints sitting up there at the highs. So we got some zero prints at 50.77 and 50.77.1. Oh, and 50.77.2 actually. Just a little cluster, and some more at 50.76.7 and 5,076.8. So just a little cluster up there. I don't know if we'll go up and touch them or not, but promised myself not to trade silver, but here again, the micro is down 400 and back up 100. I should stop. Micro silver has been kind of fire. Now I'm talking like one micro. It feels a lot like a Nasdaq trade. Just because it can still wreck you, but you can still make a lot of money. Like I said, I can't give you guys financial advice or anything, but one micro on silver. Now with Lucid right now, you can trade micros. My funded futures, you can trade micro silver. I believe Trade Day, you can trade micro silver. And those are the main ones right now. If you guys want to trade silver micros, those are the main ones. Got the Lamborghini Corolla. Yeah. That's right. That streak I'm on, I should be able to afford a Lambo. Maybe. Want to go for that big payout, that big Apex payout. So I'm doing a lot of back testing, like looking for certain things, some systematic types of trades. As you can see, I have righty on my chart, RTY. Placed a trade with it the other day. So it worked. So I got righty on the chart. Just kind of looking to expand a little bit. Just looking at different things. Kind of maybe doing a little account rotation where, kind of trade a few setups with something like that. With these accounts, and then the setup with those accounts. I used to do that a lot, but I'm trying to not do that post payout degeneracy thing. I had a little bit of it today where I ended up losing that pro account. So I got a little bit too overconfident, and the market came back and humbled me, right? So unfortunately, I had no daily payout for me tonight. I shorted the exact bottom. Bastards. Yeah. What a fake out. Once it swept this low out of this range and popped back out, you just kind of knew we were gonna take out that high, and sure enough it did. But I was willing to take the risk and just hold it. Now that we swept the high and we pulled back in, this was interesting, right? Because we're rejecting the highs out of the range, so we've done both now. So do we get continuation to the upside, or we pull back right back to the VWAP and just chop again? It's just playing dirty tonight. Playing dirty. Same with gold, really. Every single candle, you just look at the wicks. You're trying to get a little continuation. Like we caught that nice gold short, and then it pops right back up and kind of takes it and wicks us out. So everything's kind of choppy, and because we got non-farm payroll tomorrow morning, I'm guessing. So did Apex ask me to record myself trading for my very first payout? No. I would say watch my stream, Mitch. I would say watch my stream. I say I trade Apex about every single night. So here's my Apex accounts. Still in good tack. Made about $100 on them today after the payout. So And I'd love to try to pass this 300K and add it to the collection. When another 90% off Apex? I don't know. Maybe Valentine's Day we get some. But right now, 80% off Apex. Use code PINE if you guys are picking up any accounts. Appreciate that. So yeah, lots of news this week. Keep that in mind. When is NVIDIA earnings? That must be coming up pretty soon, or I feel like it should be coming up. So McDonald's earnings tomorrow night. I feel like NVIDIA should be coming up. $225 for NVIDIA. Thank you. Yeah, it's coming up end of the month. So that's gonna be a big day too. All right, watching Nasdaq here. We're rejecting off that high. Yeah, just very choppy tonight, guys. Very, very choppy. Maybe something will pick up here at the top of the hour. But so far, the best trades have been gold and silver. No surprise. I just really wish you could trade gold with Apex and silver. Everything's playing dirty. Yeah. All right, gold pulling back here. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, all right. NQ looking like it's trying to break out now. All right, I'm just looking for another trade here, see if we see something. Look at this rejection here on gold. I hear McDonald's earnings. 40K over projected. Everything's playing dirty tonight. Rob Holden. What's going on, Rob? Good to see you, man. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Hey, if anyone's hasn't chatted before, just go ahead and say what's up. Say hi. I don't bite. Let me know if you guys... Here's something I want to know. How long has everyone been trading futures? Just put the number, like 4 years, just put 4. I'm just kind of curious. The fall of Top Steps to Bach, I know. maybe before Apex. 1, lots of 1. Nice. 2 months, 3 months. Nice. Okay, 18 months motor time. 4 months. Let's go, Rage. Large inside bar on NQ. Yeah, it is. It's kind of breaking out too. Since I found them on, yeah. 4 months, less than a year. 3. Let's go, Megamind. 3 years, his royal. Sire 2. What's up, Sire? 2 months. I have 2 funded accounts right now, working on the 3rd. Let's go, Weber, Florida. 6 months. Too long, 10 plus. Market edge, let's go. 10 plus years, I love that. 3.5 years, let's go, Nate. 2 years, Mitchell, Jarf, 1.5. Nate's not willing to give up though. 4 months. You helped a lot with my first eval, hoping for a payout soon. Let's go, Mitch. Yeah, no, I'm glad I could help out some people. 9 months, chart. Yeah, Nate's grinding. Yeah, it took me 3.5 years to get a payout. So now it's payouts on the regular. Not as profitable as I'd like to be, obviously, but working on being a lot more profitable, keeping the expenses down, and just kind of grinding. Like this year, it's been very good so far. So, the expenses are down. I have caught myself a few times trying to reset those TPTs, which I don't want to recommend. It's a gamble. It's like sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But that's kind of like where the big expense came in this year so far. I've reset probably $5,000 worth. Now I just have the evals going. Go figure, right? I get a big payout, and then I'm like, I don't want to reset any of those accounts. I'm just gonna go with the evals, but yeah. Get payouts, but don't cover the payouts. Expenses don't cover the payouts. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that. So back, so I guess it's just story time. Sorry, I mean, we've placed quite a bit of trades tonight. Nothing seemed to work out real good, but yeah, back when I first started, so I started with Top Step, and the evaluations were quite expensive. I mean, it was like $400, for the evaluations. It wasn't the 1 day pass like we have today. It wasn't. I mean, I think Apex was coming around then, maybe in my first year trading, but like I didn't want to trade with them. I mean, it was Daryl in a dusty basement, like on a whiteboard, like trying to sell me accounts. Like it was just so cringe. Like I didn't trust it. So Top Step was the only one I trusted, so I just traded with them. And then like I think I tried like UProfit and like a few of those, and I don't know. So my expenses really wasn't that high when I first started. I mean, I think I probably had like 5,000 total in expenses, like when I very first started. And I lost more on my personal account than with prop firms. So to get profitable with prop firms, it really didn't take me that long once I got a payout. So I'd say like the first year I maybe spent like 5,000. The second year maybe a few more thousand. I think total I was probably at like $11,000 total in like 3.5 years. And then I ended up getting 4 Apex payouts, and it pretty much covered the whole cost. Like I ended up getting 2 50K payouts of $2,000 each, and then that was 4,000. And then I ended up getting 2 payouts with Apex of 100 with 150K accounts, and I think that was like $2,750 a piece. If I'm not really sure. And that was that pretty much like got me started back, and I was just like, okay, I pretty much covered my whole cost of my 3 years of prop firms. But I think today there's a lot more I don't want to say pressure, but it's just like they made it so that way you can degen accounts, right? And the whole earning and burning and things like that, the day one pass, it used to take like, you used to have to pass a Top Step account, you had to trade it like a 150K account, you had to make $9,000 twice. So it took you a long time to pass the account. So I felt like I was way more patient. I felt like I was a patient trader back then, way more than I am today. I would take my time with those accounts, the evals, and because you kind of had to. Today, it's like, okay, I got an eval. It's like, let me see if I can pass it today. You know, and you're trying to make what, 2,000%, 3,000% or more just to pass the account. I mean, but now the goal for me is not so much, it's not the evals. What I tell Terry, my trading buddy, Terry Trades 100, shout out. I'll say to Terry, I say, hey, I hate trading evals. And she goes, yeah, me too. And I says, well, you know what the trick is? She says, what? I says, let's not blow our funded account so we don't have to trade evals. And that's kind of the trick, right? It's like, all right, so let's size down on the funded account so we don't have to trade so many evals, because I just hate trying to pass evals now. It's kind of a burden. So anyways, but yeah, it took me like a little over 3 years to get my first payout ever from a prop firm, and it was with Apex. And what I was doing was scalping the open. So I would copy trade accounts. I'd have 2 accounts that I'd copy trade, and I rotated them. I had 2 150Ks and 2 50Ks. And I would just rotate the accounts. So we had the market open, and I'd kind of do like what I just showed you guys on how to pass the accounts. And I would just look for, I think like, I don't remember exactly, but like 17 ticks, 16 ticks or something like that. And I would just use the volatility at the open, a lot like what Alpine does now, or has been doing. And I would just look for the, like, I guess I'll call it the Alpine trade, because he trades the volatility at the open. And I would just look for like $200-300, and that was it. $200-300. You string together like 8 days in a row, and you got a payout. And back then it was $2,600 for Apex to make 2,000. So you only had to make $2,600, and you could withdraw 2,000. And that's what I did. So anyways, well, that's a little story, just because the market is very crappy. Let's take a look at gold real quick. Yeah, gold just back at the VWAP. NQ looking like it's trying to grind higher. So 24 years, Coach Fred, let's go. Sandy, what's up? Did you write off cost of evals? Yeah. You had to pass it 2 times before you got funded account. Yes, I know. Yeah, it sucked. I used to be able to go back and show you the accounts. But I've been trading futures since 2021. So back in 2021. You can write off a massage as long as you trade during the massage, Sandy. I'll keep that in mind. What about the gym costs? I trade at the gym all the time on my phone. Hey, let's go. Alpine. Yeah, I was just talking. I call it the Alpine trade. This is Alpine trader gifting a member for 7 months. Let's go. Here to learn about the Top Step Live accounts. Yeah, so I told that story before, where I was in a Top Step Live account and I was so nervous. It's like that I was deep in red. So what I did is I placed a trade on, and then I just didn't have a stop. I was just so nervous. I wasn't trying to trade any strategies. I was just like trying to get a trade in, and it was going deep red. And they'd call you on the phone. Top Step would. They would personally call you on the phone, the risk manager, and they'd say, hey, they're like, do you know that you're deep in red? And I'm like, well, I didn't even want to answer the phone, so they just leave me a voicemail. And then they say, if you don't call us back, then we'll have to, then you can't trade with us or whatever. And what they did is they just liquidate your position. So they liquidate your position, and that was it. You call them back, but yeah, I ended up just blowing every single live account with Top Step. It was crazy. I am not that profitable with Top Step, but they probably still got some of my tuition actually with Top Step. I just don't trade with them. Yeah, I don't know. I had I don't know. Now I'm just gonna wait to see what's going on with them, but thanks so much, Alpine, for being a member. You actually trade on the Trade of 8 app? I do, but it's kind of a degen. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll be watching someone like Alpine, and I'll look at their chart, and then I'm just placing the executions with the Trade of 8 app. So I'll be at the gym or something, and I'll look at like Alpine's chart or Methodical Man's chart or something, and then I'm looking at the chart, I'm watching their chart, and I'm like, that looks like a good long, and I'll just push the button. So yeah. But yeah, they used to call you up. Nowadays, I don't think you could ever get anyone on the phone with Top Step. But Alpine probably remembers. He's been trading longer than me. And I mean, when Apex first started, you would see those old Apex videos with Daryl in the basement. And you could tell, like, they were a startup company, and he had probably no money at the time. And everything it was like an inch of dust on his laptop, and they were using the whiteboard to talk. And I talked to my brother, and I'd be like, I'm not trading with them. I'm like, there's no way. And then now they're one of the biggest prop firms on the prop street. So yeah, it's crazy. You like the app? Nice. Yeah. You can see the chart on the app. I know. Yeah, I see like Ocala uses the app. I mean, it's not bad, but man, I struggle with it. What changed about Top Step? Oh, there's been so many changes. Yeah, it's not even close to being the same. I think what happened was the competition, right? So the competition had to, you had Apex coming into the game, all the other prop firms, with the 1 day to pass, the 20 accounts, Apex used to be great with their old payout system. I mean, they're still good now. It's just you got to trade them more longer, but that whole 2,600 to make to get paid out 2,000 was just awesome. I mean, we all miss that, but we adapt and pivot, and now it's like allowing you to keep accounts longer, right? So now I'm on my second payout on those accounts. If I would have had $600 in drawdown, I probably wouldn't have got to a second payout. So you can get a live call with ChatGPT. Oh, really? Motor time? Nice. You like the chart too, Coach Fred? I don't know. I can't get used to trading the charts on it. Clippy talking to you about your travel trades. I know. Apex used to sell awful indicators for years before that. Yeah, and then they were selling like computers or something, right? They used to sell computers. But yeah. All right, guys. So I didn't really make that much tonight, but like I said, I sized down. I was trying to trade these funded Tradeify accounts. I'm going to call it. Just kind of not really feeling the market at the moment. Hopefully it picks up a little bit for you guys. But I'm going to try to grind these accounts back. I hit DLL with them last night. These 2 Tradeify fundeds. But just kind of taking it easy a little bit at post payout. But I'll be back tomorrow night once again. Please use code PINE. Apex 80% off. Lucid 40% off. And trade day, Pine with a capital P. That's the only weird one. It's Pine with a capital P for trade day. It's case sensitive. I'd like to get it fixed, but there's nothing they can do about it. So it's just Pine with a capital P with trade day. Appreciate that. And I'm working on my a bunch of take profit trader accounts. So I ended up blowing my pro account last night. Kind of trading the gold, sitting on the couch trading the gold. End up losing the pro account. So I got 4 evals that I'm working on, and hopefully we get some more take profit trader accounts. So all right, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Felt like I traded much better tonight. I was a lot more patient. Wow, Nasdaq finally breaking out. But yeah, this is gonna do it for me. I'm gonna chill for the rest of the night. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. I hope to see you guys here. And stay tuned for the outro. Thank you, guys. Peace.
Charts lit, wrist tight,
See you guys.
inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. And Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's paid.